Good evening and welcome to the Michigan Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission Press Avail. I am happy to be joined by the one and only MICRC chairperson, Commissioner Cynthia Orton, who has navigated not a marathon, but a sprint in meeting the court's deadlines to get the maps forwarded to the public on tomorrow. And we're just really excited about the leadership that Commissioner Orton has provided in navigating the commission and getting these maps done. As many of you know, we have 9 maps that the commission has approved, which are collaborative maps, and then 1 individual map that will be forwarded. We're going to share some information with you, then we'll open it up for questions. But without further ado, let's welcome the illustrious Commissioner, our chairperson, Cynthia Orton.
Thank you, Edward. So I just want to say I'm relieved that we're at this point. I'm very proud of what this commission has accomplished. We worked together through long weeks of long days and produced, like Edward said, 9 maps to be submitted for public comment. And I think at some points, all of us would have said this felt like an almost impossible task. But we, being 13 Michigan citizens, with the support of staff and consultants and MDOS staff, accomplished the task that was given us in the time allotted. So we now look forward to the upcoming public hearings. And I think Edward will share details about those, but we're working now to get the word out to everyone who will listen, because we hope to hear from as many citizens as possible during our public hearings, especially those that are impacted by this redrawing process. So the 9 maps that are going forward for public comment are Bergamot 1, Lakeshore, Spirit of Detroit, Daisy 2, Water Lily, Tulip, and then Motown Sound, Willow, and Riverwalk, as well as Commissioner Zatella's individual map. And our upcoming meetings, those of most importance to the public, are on Thursday, February 15th, is going to be a virtual public hearing. We're doing it all times of day, so hopefully no matter people's work schedules or other schedules, they will be able to join us at some point, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., and then again 1 to 4 p.m., and then 5 o'clock to 8 p.m. That'll be all virtual. And then on Wednesday, February 21st, we'll have an in-person public hearing in Detroit from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 2 to 5 p.m., and 6 to 8 p.m. We will repeat that schedule the next day on Thursday, February 22nd, at a different location in Detroit. And we, again, are hoping to hear from as many citizens as possible during those hearings. You're muted.
Fresh off the press, I want to show another flyer that will be it's a little bit more user-friendly for the public to see. And it has the location. So Commissioner Orton, if you could just share those locations for the public.
Okay. I have not seen this flyer yet. We're working fast and furious to get this information out. So the in-person public hearing on Thursday, February 21st is going to be at Greater Grace Temple, and the location is 23500 West 7 Mile Road in Detroit. That is our host pastor is Bishop Charles H. Ellis III, and we are really appreciative that we can hold this public hearing there. And then on February
Those dates are wrong. The locations are correct. So it's actually Thursday, February 15th is the Michigan Virtual Town Hall meeting. Wednesday, February 21st is we're at Greater Grace, and Thursday, February 22nd. So we'll have that flyer changed and updated to send back to the public, but working fast and furious And we'll send that back to our graphic artist to get that updated. But the actual PowerPoint slide is correct. So let me go back to that and reiterate on the 21st. I repeat, the 21st, which is a Wednesday, we'll be at Greater Grace Temple, located at 23,500 West 7 Mile Road in Detroit, where the host pastor will be Bishop Charles H. Ellis III. And then on Thursday, February 22nd, we'll be at Second Ebenezer, 14601 DeQuintry Street, where the host pastor is Bishop Edgar L. Van II. All right. Without further ado, we can take questions from anyone that has questions at this time.
Hey, thank you for doing this again. I had a couple of questions. So the February 27th and 28th meetings, is that to like make adjustments based on the public hearing, or is it to pick the final maps and then like the ones that you submit March 1st to the court? Is it just one map, or will you guys be sending multiple? I guess I just am hoping to clarify that part.
There'll be deliberations, and they might make adjustments based on the public comment, but they'll be narrowly tailored adjustments. They won't be wholesale adjustments. And then after they have those deliberations, decide whether or not they make adjustments, they're going to only be able to move one map forward for the court. And that's due on Friday, March 1st. So we have some wiggle room just in case we're not done on the 27th or the 28th. It's a leap year. So we have the 29th of February and March 1st if the commission needs more time. That answer your question, Beth?
Yes, thank you.
Great. Andy?
So the courts don't have to look at any of these maps then, correct? To move before they move to public comment?
They just said they were due on tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So they just set the due date. They don't want to look at the okay.
Well, I'm not going to speak for them. We're just following the court order. So
Okay.
I don't want anyone to say Edward Woods III spoke on behalf of the court. I'm not doing that. We're just following the court order. What they do, what they speak, please ask their representative.
And if you could, the Second Ebenezer Church, if you could repeat where that's at for me, please.
14601 DeQuintry, DeQuindre Street in Detroit, Michigan, zip code 48212, and the host pastor is Bishop Edgar L. Van II.
Thank you.
Hey, Edward, just a quick follow-up on Andy's question. These maps, these 9, it's basically they get advanced to public comment. They don't get submitted to the courts or anything like that, not until March 1st, right?
No, these are getting submitted to the court. This was part of the process to show that we made progress to get to March 1st.
Okay.
So yes, they will be submitted to the court tomorrow. They'll be
Okay.
available on the public website under the tab Draft Proposed Maps, and we'll put that on the home page so the public can access it quickly. So right now you see draft maps, and that was all the maps that they've been working on from beginning sometime in mid-January. Now we're going to go to Draft Proposed Maps, and then they can comment using the mapping portal that's available, or they can comment through the public comment portal, or they can, which is the preferred method in terms of doing written public comments, or attaching maps or communities of interest.
When do you anticipate that the proposed draft maps will be up on the site?
The draft proposed maps tomorrow.
At any particular time, or just
I'm
when
gonna
they-
say tomorrow because I want to make sure it gets done. If I miss up on the time, I don't want you guys to nail me. But if you want to text me and ask me, or you guys have all you gotta do is look at the homepage.
Right.
But make sure you refresh it. And so it says, and so you can see the draft proposed maps, and it'll just be a link, just like you see the link to the My Districting site. You'll get a link to that so you can comment there. Any
And
other questions?
yes, to kind of go on Beth's first question, the any tweaking or narrow tailor adjustments that are going to have to be made by the commissioners, those will be made at the end of February then, correct? That's kind of your timeline right now. And then after the court, what is the timeline after March 1st?
That's in the court's hands.
Okay. So whatever the court decides then after that, and it will only be one map that's presented to the court in the end. Is that how
Just
that's
like the regular process. You can only submit one plan. I mean, and then the court obviously has the special masters and the things that they're doing in terms of their timeline that's outlined in the court order. But as far as MICRC responsibility, once we get it in March 1st, that's it. And unless the court directs us to do something different, which is well within their prerogative.
okay? Thank you.
Hey, Edward, just to clarify too, is for the public hearings, will the special masters maps be available? Or is it just the commission's maps
No, those are
that,
just the commission maps.
so nobody will see the special masters until it's submitted to the court?
I would allow this court to speak for that, but we're independent of the special master.
Okay,
So the idea is, the voters voted for this. This is the democracy that took place in 2018. As you know, Proposal 2 passed by more than 61%, where they elected to have citizens to do it, ordinary citizens, and this is not a nonpartisan, this is a bipartisan effort. 4 affiliated with the Democrats, 4 affiliated with the Republicans, and 5 affiliated with neither major party. I mean, that's who we are. And so, we've done this in an open and transparent process. People have doubted the commission. They've been fighting this proposal before the commission was even formed. And this commission has taken hits left and right from every branch of government. And yet it's like I told them today, they're like the Energizer Bunny. They take a licking, but they keep on ticking. They get knocked down, they come back up. They highlight their flaws, but yet in a imperfect manner, they rally together to get it done. So, I mean, I'm very amazed. I've worked for local government. I've been on 2 boards, like Michigan College Board, Lansing Community College Board, been on planning commissions, and which everyone wants to highlight the challenges or the challenges or the conflict. But at the end of the day, this commission works together like others have as well, who've had conflict, to get the job done, because they understand that they are being counted on to deliver democracy when it comes to redistricting. So I couldn't be more proud of our chairperson, our commissioners, for the job that they've done, how they rallied together against all odds, and still are functioning to ensure democracy for Michigan citizens as it comes to redistricting. So I think they should be applauded. I think they should be celebrated. And as they continue to do their work, there's more challenges ahead, but they're up to the task. They're battle tested. Our new commissioners have come in and have not missed a beat. And we're just very grateful for what they've done and what they continue to do to ensure fair maps for Michigan citizens with citizen input.
I have a question for Cynthia. At the past couple days, it seems like you've been kind of dragging people along here. Come on, let's go. We're, rally cry. But it also seems like everybody's, I know everybody's tired, but can you speak to a little bit about the what Edward was just speaking about as far as, rallying the troops?
Well, yeah, I guess that's the job of the chair, is to kind of move it along, right? But yeah, I think we've all worked together despite, differing opinions and wanting to see different things. We have still worked together, and like Edward said, I'm so thrilled with our 3 new commissioners that we didn't know what that would look like. You know, 3 commissioners resigned and we were getting 3 new commissioners, and we had a task to do with a really short time frame. And it's just been amazing. They've just hit the ground running with both feet and helped along the process. They've each contributed immensely to the process. And I think that one can say this is truly a 13-person commission. Each of the 13 people have contributed and moved this process along and got us to where we are right now.
All right, any other questions?
Actually, I do have one, and it could be either for you, Ed, or for Cynthia. If it comes to pass that the court special master, that their plan is the ultimate one that goes into effect, I mean, how much of a blow is that to the redistricting commission process to eventually have these maps be drawn up by one person?
Well, let's wait. We don't want to speculate what the court is going to do. I mean, once again, we want to reiterate that the Michigan citizens elected to have a commission do it. And so it'd be kind of premature to speculate what the court is going to do. Obviously, we feel strongly that we should be doing the maps. You know, we've articulated that strongly, that we should be doing the maps. We don't, you know, we just did one thing and then everybody's scorching earth ready to say, don't give it to them, let the special master do it. No one had any other, when it wasn't open, it wasn't transparent, people weren't saying a thing. And so now you have a commission. It was purposely done to have citizens, not politicians. It was purposely done to see if the citizens in a bipartisan fashion can do it. Yes, we might have had some upheaval with regards to what the court felt with some of our consultants, but we believe we were getting the best advice at the time. We have grown, we have matured in the process, but it was never meant to be like the old process. This is not the APOL standards. This is not a bunch of people gathering behind closed doors to do a rule. This is a citizen-led process in an open and transparent manner. Is what the citizens of Michigan elected to have and should have. And if by chance, you know, the courts don't agree, we believe it should come back to the commission, because this is the democracy that Michiganders voted for. But once again, we're not going to speculate with regards to what the court will do or will not do, but we do believe that the responsibility for redistricting lies with the commission. All right, any other questions?
Edward, I'm so sorry if somebody asked this already or if you spoke to it. I missed the first few minutes, but how confident is the commission that the submissions will pass the court's muster?
Well, we believe that we followed the 7 ranked redistricting criteria. We believe we followed federal law as it relates to the 14th Amendment. And so now we want to hear what the citizens of Michigan feel in terms of which one is the best interest. But we believe all of the maps did it. As you know, we went through the commissioner, our chairperson, Commissioner Orton, went through each and every one of the maps with the 7 ranked redistricting criteria. We had our consultants speak to it to ensure that we were compliant. We ran partisan fairness scores. We ran compact scores. I mean, the commission listed it. And so we're very optimistic, but also at the same time, we want to hear from citizens. So we're relying on you, the press, to encourage people to come to our virtual town hall meeting and let their voice be heard, to come to the public hearing at Greater Grace Temple, to come to the public hearing at Second Ebenezer so their voices can be heard, or to make comments on the mapping comment portal, the mapping portal. The mapping portal during the last round of the redistricting received the most comments, where people were able to actually go to the map and point. We also got comments on the public comment portal, and that's where we also got comments. We want to make sure we have that. But once again, we love to have it in person and we love to have it remote. But we want to hear from Michigan citizens, because we believe that the maps that we have can stand the mustard. The 9 collaborative maps can stand the mustard because the commission's responsible for that. The individual map is done by the individual commissioner, which doesn't require commission approval. But speaking for the commission, we believe the 9 maps can stand the mustard with regards to that. And the commission was very happy to put it forward. And I'll turn it over to Commissioner Orton, who actually led the process of review.
Yeah, we never once had a conversation about how confident are we, really. We just did our best and we went down the 7 ranked criteria, followed the court order, and put forth our best efforts. And now we want to hear what the public has to say.
All right, Brett, any other questions, sir?
Thanks very much.
All right, what about WDIV? We see that you're here. We want to make sure that we answer everyone's questions. All right, hearing none. On behalf of the Michigan Independent Citizens Redistricting Commission, we thank you for being present at this press avail, and we look forward to seeing you next week on Thursday, February 8th for our next commission meeting, which will be a regular meeting at 10 o'clock a.m. In the meantime, please, 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 please promote our public hearings, our Michigan Virtual Town Hall, which will take place Thursday, February 15th. It'll be just like a regular meeting where you can come in and raise your hand, first come, first serve, and be able to speak directly to the commissioners in a virtual town hall setting. And then on Wednesday, February 21st, will be at Greater Grace Temple from 10 to 1, 2 to 5, and 6 to 8. Located at 23,500 West 7 Mile Road in Detroit, Michigan, where the host pastor is Bishop Charles H. Ellis III. And then on Thursday, February 22nd, we're at the Second Ebenezer Church located at 14601 DeQuintry Street in Detroit, Michigan, where the host pastor is Bishop Edgar L. Van the second, same time, 10 to 1, 2 to 5, and 6 to 8. We appreciate you coming once again to get the word out. Thank you for keeping your public informed, and have a great evening. Goodbye.
Thank you.